Welcome, traveler. You have entered a realm of adventure. Prepare yourself for tales from beyond the dice.
Beyond the Dice is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play podcast. I am your Dungeon Master Luke, and your players are...
My name's Ben, and I'm playing a level 1 fighter named Cortaine.
I'm Jeff, and I play Gaige, a level 1 wizard.
Hey, it's Peter. I play level 1 officer called Spigs.
And Travis, playing Little Moss, level 1 monk.
Alright, so what happened last time, my friends? I would like you to roll a d20. Let's say the lowest roll has to give us the last time on Beyond the Dice spiel.
Oh,
17.
18.
16.
3. Oh, yeah. So last time on Beyond the Dice, Cortaine was just at a convenience store enjoying one of his favourite snacks, an Uberbot, when he got called up by one of his old colleagues, a certain man named Thundergunk, who often puts together jobs that need doing. So, giving Cortaine a caravan job, he called up two people that he knows, a Little Moss, who he met once when he was helping out his friend Jacko, and Gaige, a private investigator who he once saved from a crime den. And we all decided to join this caravan job. Little Moss decided to bring someone else, someone Cortaine had never met, and we met at a laundromat. We then escorted the caravan, driven by Spigs. Well, driven is a bit of a stretch.
What are you saying?
Spigs was at the wheel, and
What an
Little
excellent
Moss
driving.
was I think he was using his hoverboard incorrectly, and Cortaine was in the back, like behind in another car, driven by Gaige, regretting the choice of companions for this mission. And we got into a bit of a car chase with some goblin bikers, I believe. We were able to dispatch them, but then we were ambushed by a garbage truck where a bugbear and his crew jumped out to engage us. So we have left off last time just preparing for a fight.
So what I'll get everyone to do for me is roll initiative.
Cortaine 6.
Gaige, 6. We matched again.
Okay, who had the higher dex? Was it Gaige?
Gaige does.
Cool.
Spigston Denser. Only a 4.
Moss, 12.
Who was that? Did you say Little Moss?
Moss, 12.
Who's that character?
Alright, I'll just quickly roll for the bugbears and goblins. So, as the bugbear jumps out of his garbage truck, pumps his shotgun, yells out across the street, some goblins, 2 on the roof of the van, 2 in the car that was ahead of you. The 2 on the top of the van, 1 continues his work, cutting into the van. The other on the roof readies his pistol, and the other 2 in the car step out with pistols as well. First off, we have the bugbear. Spigs, You've got like the driver's side door open, or have you not? Did you not get out of the van?
Pretty sure we got the car. Is it left side or right side? I forget. It's the right side, isn't it?
Yeah, right side.
Yeah.
Let's just say that you're behind the door, so you have some cover. Okay.
Yeah.
The bugbear he's pointing his shotgun directly at you, and he says,
Don't you even think about moving, dwarf?
Well, what do you guys want?
before he answers you, he fires his shotgun off at your door.
Damn it. What does cover do?
cover.
Is it full? I think there's like full cover, half cover.
Yeah, I would say that you have half cover.
Yep.
You had the window down.
You get a
Damn it.
for half cover is a +2 to AC and Dex saving throws. Yep, +2 to AC and Dex saving throws.
Yep.
Let's just roll for this shotgun. Oops, that went off the desk. Okay, so he fires what you assume to be a warning shot. It hits the side of the van and the door, but I'm guessing none will hit you with a 9 versus AC.
Yeah, no.
Okay, cool. And he says,
We want what's in your van.
I didn't bring the van.
next off we have Moss. You see this big bugbear, which is is of the goblin bloodline. They are, about 6+ feet tall, usually pretty muscular, covered in fur on their shoulders, arms, backs, legs. They have sort of tiny little tusks, kind of like an orc, but they're more like if a goblin was mixed with a bear or a wolf. They have like sort of pointy-ish ears. This one is wearing a leather jacket. Over the top is a tactical vest, and he's got like a belt running across his chest with shotgun shells. He blasts the door where Spigs is with his shotgun. What do you do?
So I'm still holding on like like those young adolescent people in like cities that hold like onto buses when they're skateboarding.
Yep. Didn't you get back? You got back inside, I'm pretty sure.
Did I? Alright. In that case, what I do is I bust the door open and I say, "Hey, you are bugging me. I'm finding it hard to bear. Sounds like you want our trash. Oh, wait, no. You want our dry cleaning.
All right.
Burn."
Are you gonna make an action, or are you just gonna hold an action? What are you gonna do?
I'm hazing at this point.
Yeah, I think that many comebacks he's already used up all his action.
Yeah.
I've used my action for the turn. I'm done. I basically take my hoverboard, use it as cover, like against the fact that they've got guns and I don't, and then just charge the bugbear.
Cool. Just to let you know, there's 2 goblins on the roof of the van. And Spigs passed you a gun in the last episode, but you may not have actually taken it.
No, I left it in the cab.
You can run over to him and hit him if you want.
Yeah, man. Oh,
all right.
I'm gonna go straight for the groin.
All right, cool.
So I roll.
Yeah, roll your attack.
16.
Yep, that hits him.
Bam. So like, I flick out the hoverboard in front of me, and then like I lie down on it, like I'm resting on the hoverboard as it like goes through his legs, and then I just punch straight up and punch him right in the dick.
Oh yeah, that's like some Ninja Turtles movie stuff. That's awesome. So you punch him. What's the damage?
6 bludgeoning damage.
Did you have one of your orbs attached from your bracer?
Yeah, I think it's the lightning one because I made something about a shocking pun. So.
Yeah, you did. That's right. Cool.
So what does that get for bonus?
Let's just say at the moment they're 1d4 modules, so you add another 1d4 damage on top, and it's lightning.
Okay, so 9 damage.
Boom. 9 damage. You punch up into his nuts as you glide between his legs on your hoverboard. You make contact, and you hear like a little thunderous zap as the lightning flashes from your hands. He flinches, holding himself, and he turns to you and says,
"You pay for that."
Next off, we have Goblin 1. So, the goblin who is on top of the van with this circular saw sort of device suction cup to the top of it. He continues cutting through the top of the van. So that's all he's going to do at the moment. Goblin 2 is the one that's on top of the van protecting Goblin 1. He is wearing a mesh tank top, and he has like spiked braces, like punks and like goths wear sometimes, and he has like Cyclops-esque glasses, or even Geordie LaForge from Star Trek Next Generation. Just like this single piece of glass that runs across his eyes, and it's in like a metallic blue. He points his pistol, gangster grip style, at the people at the Jeep. Cortaine and Gaige, did you exit the vehicle, or are you still inside?
Still inside.
Okay, what about you, Cortaine?
I exited the vehicle.
Let's say he goes for the driver. You have partial concealment as well, and he's going to fire his pistol, gangster grip style. Whoa! Critical hit, my boys.
Oh.
You get like sawn in half.
TPK.
Nah, that's only 11 damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh man, you suck.
Okay, this goblin like fires off 4 shots, and 2 shots. Bam, bam. The first one breaches the glass, hits Gaige in the shoulder. The second shot hits him in the chest.
Oh, man. We're only level 1.
Yeah, I shouldn't have rolled a 20.
Yeah.
We should just surrender.
That's all that he does. Let's go with Cortaine. You see Gaige shot twice through the front windscreen of your car,
And he's not moving.
Yeah.
and he's not moving.
Shit. Okay, well, seeing that this violence has escalated, I will I'll holster my pistol again, duck to the back door, open it to grab out the LMG, and then open fire on the goblin who just one-shotted Gaige.
All right. Cool beans. So you open the back door, pull it out, and start firing. Cool. Roll your attack.
15 versus AC.
That will hit.
That is 20 damage. It was almost a ghetto crit.
All right, you unload. Like the belt is feeding through this LMG. Just muzzle flashes in front of you. You stop firing to see the goblin sort of slop in half. You cut him down the center, like across his belly. He is definitely dead. Next, we have goblin number 4. So that's the one who got out of the car in front of the van.
Oh, wait, do I have to do a death save?
Not yet.
Okay.
I will let you, not die immediately. Actually, no, you know what? Actually, roll that shit. Roll a death saving throw.
Yeah. It's good, man. It's brutal. This is dangerous stuff.
This isn't a game. This is real life.
I
Yeah.
didn't like the character he did. You just had to say so.
Oh, crit it.
Oh, nice.
Nice! Booyah. As you're shot twice, one in the shoulder, one in the chest, you black out for a second. As you open your eyes back up, the will that's buried deep inside of you, the thing that has been driving you to stay alive all this time, you open your eyes and you see Cortaine unloading the LMG on the side of the road at the goblin who shot you. The goblin slops in half. You are on 1 HP. You're conscious, and but you're bleeding in the car.
Cool. Well, not cool, but
Not cool, but cool. Cool that you're not dead.
yes.
The goblin who did exit the vehicle in front of the van takes out his pistol and starts firing at Moss, who is charging the bugbear. So this goblin fires his pistol, missing completely, shooting the ground as you slide past on your hoverboard.
Sick.
Next is Spigs.
Alright, so there's one still on the roof.
There's one on the roof. There is 2 in front of the van. There is also the bugbear, which Moss seems to be keeping at bay.
Alright, so none of them are... Okay, so there's only one thing. So Spigs is pretty much just half open the door. He jumps down, lands like pretty powerfully on the ground, sort of like crouching even further down as he's landing. Stands back up, swings, but that was on like a belt across his shoulders on his back. Swings this massive 2-handed hand cannon.
Like a blunderbuss?
Yeah, more. So it's got obviously the handle at the trigger handle at the back, one at the front where he's holding on to.
Yep.
It's got and a whole heap of like blue LEDs for like sort of like a laser sights, and off the side where like showing the power. The center of it is a rotating chamber for the bullets.
Cool.
And the end is just like a very thick, probably 3-inch round nozzle. And yeah, so he flicks the switch. He's setting it to non-lethal damage, and he starts whirling up again, and he fires at the bugbear.
Awesome.
Alright, so roll that one. So that is 16 versus AC.
That will hit.
Oh yeah. Alright, so that is 2d6. 2d6. Oh wow. Oh, terrible.
Why'd you roll 2 1s?
2 1s.
Oh no.
He does 4 piercing damage.
You blast, it hits the bugbear in the chest. It seems that his Kevlar sort of protective vest takes most of the brunt of the force of the shot.
Yep.
He stumbles a little bit, but he just growls, gritting his teeth.
Spigs moves up like a bit further in, so he's more central in the group. Is there any cover sort of in the center, or not really?
Not really. It's just between the van and the garbage truck is Moss and the bugbear, but otherwise it's just open street.
Yeah, I think I get a bit more of... so he moves more to the center between the garbage truck and the van, just so he's got a bit of more options to shoot at. And also my last action with the additional action, extra or whatever.
Your bonus?
My bonus. So he flicks another switch and it rotates to the next cylinder.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Done.
And next we have the third goblin, which is in front of the van. He actually charges up to Spigs with like a trench knife. So picture like a Bowie knife, but around the nut is like a brass knuckles. And those knuckles are glowing like an orangey red. The blade then glows an orangey red as you realise he's coming at you with a fire weapon module on the knife. So, he swings the knife at you, aiming for your belly. He rolls an 18 versus AC.
That will hit.
Cool.
Oh!
That is 4 piercing damage.
Yep.
And then if it's any different for you, I'm not too sure, but you have another 2 fire damage.
Dang. Not down, but...
Next, we have the bugbear. So he's punched in the nuts and shot at by this dwarf with robotic legs and this huge sort of cannon rifle thing. He drops his shotgun, which is like on a tether attached to his vest, and from his back he pulls a huge baseball bat covered in chain and spikes, and he swings at Moss. That's another 18 versus AC. Whew, that's lucky. 6 piercing damage.
Yeah, I'm on 1 hit point. And that's it, right?
Dead.
What, is there residual bat damage?
Nah.
Is it a sonic bat?
That's it. I was
Batarang.
just checking He doesn't have a mod on that weapon
Nice.
because it's wooden and he doesn't have an.
Yeah, he has the chain.
He has the chain mod. Yep, and the spike chain mod. And that's all that he does. Next off, we've got Moss.
Oh man. Alright, so the goblin hit me with the bat.
No, the bugbear.
That's bugbear.
The bugbear hit me with the bat.
He pulls out this big ass bat with spikes and chain, and he swangs it at you. And when he swangs it, he swangs good and he hits good.
As he hits me, I would like to try and grab the bat and then essentially ram it straight into his face.
Cool. Just know that when you grab this bat, if you don't roll Amazing Pants, you will take damage because it's got spikes all over it.
Nah, you gotta go hard.
Yeah, okay, go, do it.
TPK.
Do it.
Just saying.
19.
19. So this is to grapple him and use the weapon against him, or what are you trying to do?
So I'm rolling dex, and yeah, I want to essentially grab the bat and then kind of, after it's glanced off me, redirect it into his face.
Alright, cool. Let's say he hits you with it, and he goes in for a second swing, and you do that cool thing in like kung fu movies and stuff, where they like spin and the swing like just misses you and you're like right near his arm. Like you spin towards him and
Spin to win.
you spin into him, elbowing him in the stomach. He drops the bat on the ground, and you want to just do damage because that would be a hit as well.
Yeah. We'll just say hit then. So unarmed strike.
Yeah.
11 damage.
Boom. Nice. So you elbow him, or you spin in, you elbow him, slam the baseball bat into his chest. He drops it on the ground, and then he sort of stumbles back a bit, falling to one knee. And next it is Goblin 1, who's on the roof. On seeing the bugbear being beaten around, smacked around by this huge half-orc, the goblin pulls out a pistol pointing at the half-orc, and he pulls the trigger, leaving the mechanism on top of the van idle. And he misses again. Just fires like 4 shots. Each of those shots goes astray. He's holding it gangster style. You can't really aim like that, I guess. And then he jumps off the van to the ground. Next we have Gaige.
So is the window in front of Gaige, has it been smashed open?
It's got like 2 bullet holes and like the web-like cracks across the glass.
Okay. Gaige like leans back and kicks the window, smashes it forward, and then is that whole action? Or can I shoot the orc?
I'm gonna get you to roll strength to do that, because like windows are built in with that sort of plastic wrap in a way, so that when it breaks, it doesn't shatter everywhere.
Laminate.
It's childproof.
Yeah, the laminate, whatever it's called.
Spigston's nose.
Non-natural 20.
Oh, awesome! So you kick right in the like you kick twice in each of the bullet holes. It punctures like a pretty big hole in it. You could also just get out of the window, but I guess you want to do stuff pretty badass.
Yeah.
Am I right?
He's pissed.
Yeah, cool. You kick the window out, smashing it open.
Yeah. Oh, and then he just like leans up and lines a shot and shoots for the guy that just jumped out. Just jumped down.
Awesome. Go ahead.
15. I don't have my gun here. Yes, I do. Yeah, 15, 19.
19
Yep.
to hit. Yeah, hits.
4 damage.
4. Alrighty.
Gaige is not a fighter.
So you shoot this goblin. It hits him in the leg. He looks over at his shoulder at you, thinking like, "Wasn't that guy dead?" Huh? Then it's Cortaine's turn. You see.
Not dead yet. Sorry, not talk over you.
No, it's all good.
Not dead yet.
Cortaine, you see Gaige kick the window out and then fire at this goblin who jumps off the van, hitting him. You see Moss battling with the bugbear and 2 other goblins further ahead in front of the van. What do you do?
Well, first thing I say is, "What the hell, Gaige? Stop damaging my car!"
It was already broken. It'll be fine. You needed to replace it anyway. Will you just shoot the guy?
I could have just...
Guys,
You know what? Screw
stop
this.
fighting. I'll
I then
fix
go
it
up onto the
later.
bonnet. I then go onto the bonnet with the LMG, and I'm guessing because Little Moss just smacked the hobgoblin in the face with his own bat that I don't have a clear shot.
Of the bugbear.
Sorry, yeah, of the bugbear.
You'd have a clear shot.
Okay.
It's just if you miss, Moss is there.
Look, I'm gonna take the shot. I turn the LMG towards him and say to him with a bit of a smile, "Looks like you should have stayed as garbage men." And then I open up with my gun.
Alright, roll your attack.
11.
Alright. It's not horrible, but it's not great. You fire, the bugbear sort of like rolls out of the way as you sort of lose control of your light machine gun and a bit too much recoil. So like your first two shots hit the ground, almost hit the bugbear and Moss. And the other shots sort of go stray in the air as sort of you lose that control of the weapon.
Yep, sure.
The fourth goblin is right up and close with that knife. Once again, slashes out at Spigs. 13 versus AC.
Must have cut into one of the legs. He missed.
Nice. He swings at you. You like lift your leg up and block the knife from stabbing you in the stomach. And that's all he does. The third goblin, he once again fires at Moss. And he once again misses.
Yes.
This guy's shit.
so
I think
close
he's
to
rolled
dead.
2 4s in a row now. So he fires his shots, missing, hitting the garbage truck. And then we have the bugbear with no baseball bat. The shotgun is at his chest. He tries to uppercut Moss. 15 versus AC.
Misses.
You block it like, bro, do you even punch? You obviously don't punch good because, look, I blocked it.
It's just like I'm happy to flavour that for you if you're having trouble.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's just like, well, that didn't bug me at all.
It barely hit.
Hey, shut up! This is my line.
Yeah, that was better, Peter.
What?
Yes.
It barely hit. That's so much better.
I got nothing.
Sorry,
Alright,
that's the
now
now
it's Moss's turn.
Now.
Don't worry, your pun was not garbage, Trav.
Time to... Damn you all!
Alright, Moss, do your punch thing. It's now your turn.
Ah, okay. So I like when I block his uppercut, I sort of shift my weight backwards, pushing the uppercut up, so like he's off balance, as in like he's kind of missed me, like a glancing blow, and then I just go straight for the gut, like underneath, to try and take the wind out of him.
Cool. Like a non-lethal strike?
Yeah, I think we can probably find something out from this guy.
Cool. Roll your attack, my friend.
17.
Hits. Roll your damage.
11 damage.
Nice. You slam your so one hand pushing his uppercut straight up into the air, your other hand like slamming into his stomach. His eyes go wide as he sort of crumples inward and falls to the ground. Next we have Goblin 1. That's the goblin who jumped down off of the van. He sees the bugbear has been knocked unconscious and he attempts to sprint away. Let's just say he hasn't left the battle area, but if he's not killed or stopped before next turn, he'll be gone. Next we have Gaige.
Is he within 30 feet?
Yep.
Okay. So Gaige reaches out with kind of like the power, like the part of him that he uses to connect to technology, and he just reaches really, really hard, and then all of a sudden a beam of crackling blue energy shoots out of his hand and goes towards that guy running away. Yeah, and he does Witch Bolt.
Nice. Which is a spell for all you kids at home. Is it a cantrip, that one?
So +4 for intelligence, or I've got, plus 4 for so +6. So it's +4 +2 proficiency, so +6. Oh, rolled a 2, 8. So it starts to come out, but then it just fizzles. And Gaige grabs his shoulder and instead tries to hold himself from bleeding out.
Yeah, cool. Next is Cortaine.
Okay, so one of the goblins has started running off.
He's fleeing.
Okay, the bugbear is down.
Like a coward.
So there is one more goblin. Is that the one that was attacking Spigs?
2 more. There's one that's knifing Spigs, and then there's another one closer to the car, the goblin car, in front of the van, and he was firing at Moss, but keeps missing.
Okay, I will, seeing as he keeps missing, I will rush towards the van in order to defend Spigs from the knife-wielding goblin.
With your LMG?
How close is it? Is it a danger to Spigs? Should I fire?
He's pretty close. If you roll bad, you will hit Spigs.
I wish to simply go up to rush up to the goblin and just start beating him down with the butt of the gun.
All right, go ahead.
That is a 14.
A 14 to hit will hit.
And then I will do my damage. I think that's a D4 because I have the bar, the Tavern Brawler special rule.
Yep.
So that is 8 damage.
Boom. You run over and describe it. Lethal or non-lethal?
Lethal. Maybe we could get information. I don't really care, or I'm not really thinking hard enough about that. So I just rush up and just kind of roar as I just bring the butt of the gun. So actually I hold the nozzle and burn my hand a little bit, not realizing that it would be quite hot, as I then start just beating him down with the end of the gun.
The stock?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, the stock.
Awesome. So you slam, you pretty much hip and shoulder him in a sense, but with the stock of the gun slamming him in the face. He falls to the ground, and then you just one big crack, crush the side of his head in.
Excellent.
Squelch sound. Yep, a little bit of blood splurts up and lands on Spig's cheek.
No!
After that, we have Spigs.
Alright, so the goblin's down. Oh, thanks for that. And Spigs spins around.
Are you still just sitting in the driver's seat?
No, I'm in the middle of the fight. Because the goblin and me are just sitting chilling and stabbing each other. Yeah.
I thought he was just stabbing you through the window or something.
Do you want fries of that? Stab. Do you want fries of that? Stab. I know what I asked you, but do you want fries of that? Stab.
Yeah, I just don't know why I didn't wind that window up in the first place.
Yeah. You're just sitting in the car going, woo!
Oh!
He's like, my legs are locked in here.
Alright, I spin around with the thunder cannon and fire at there's one still on the roof, or did he jump down?
He's jumped down. He's running away.
Is that the only one left?
No, there's another one that was shooting at Moss, but he keeps missing.
Where's he?
Can somebody please hurt him before?
Let's just say he's north of the van.
Okay, how...
It's 15 feet away.
Within?
15 feet.
Oh yeah, no, totally can hit him. Alright, I fire up the thunder cannon, and this time I saw the bugbear didn't seem to take much from my non-lethal thunder attack, so I will switch, flick the switch, turn the red light on, and firing the fire cannon ammo.
Nice.
Alright, so I fight him. That is a 12 versus AC.
That will hit.
Yes. And then that is...
So is it like a flaming bullet sort of thing, or is it a flamethrower?
So what happens? It changes the ammo type. So it's just basically just doing not like non-lethal, lethal. Same sort of damage and effect. But so the inside before it was all like electrical static and like a bolt of energy came out for the non-lethal to the bugbear. This time inside is like flaming jets. You can see like a flame coming inside and like builds up this energy and then fires one burst of like a sort of like a flaming ball across the room.
Awesome.
All right, here we go. Oh, definitely more damage than I did last time. That is 7 piercing damage.
7 piercing. So you shoot him directly in the chest. This this blazing hot sort of bolt slamming into him, sending like black smoke billowing out of his chest. He falls onto the ground, writhing, screaming. Anything else you want to do, sir?
I'll shift to the back of the van. See if I can get some like, sort of bit of cover there.
Cool beans.
And also reload my flick the switch and load the next cartridge. My additional action.
Nice. And after that, we have the guy on the ground, and he's just going to lay there screaming, trying to put out the fire on his chest. And he puts out the fire on his chest, but he doesn't stop screaming. And next we have Moss. Little Moss.
Is that guy still trying to run away?
Yeah.
And the bugbear's unconscious.
He is unconscious.
Alright, man, I'm just gonna, get on my sick hoverboard and, just, you know, like how you, press down? I don't... Do you press down on a hoverboard? I guess you would. Even though it doesn't have wheels, you still need, to propel it forward. So I'd
Yeah, well, press down does sound a lot more impressive than, say, scooch. I scooch along on my hoverboard. You know, a press down sounds a bit more impressive.
I'm going to scooch towards... I'm going to scooch towards the goblin and then just, leap off of it. And because I'm so big, I'm just going to try and crush him under my own weight.
Like a body slam?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
And I'll be like, Moss's boss!
Do it.
What am I rolling?
Roll just like a normal melee attack.
Oh, okay. 23.
20, that hits him for sure. So you body slam him into the ground, and you hit the ground. You both roll, and you're laying on top of him, and you don't. At first, you feel him slapping on your back, and then he just stops moving. Then from across the road, a teenager with fluoro green hair that's tied back in a ponytail, and aviators with a holographic sort of view, vision of eyeballs on there. Do you remember those? Remember those glasses that had eyeballs and dragons and skulls in them and shit? When you look around, it's holographic. Anyway, he's got those on there, and he's like, Dude, that was some sick scooching, bro.
I'm just please tell me you got that on camera.
Dude, I totally got it on my camera, bro.
Yes, put it on my YouTube.
On your what?
Never mind.
We have Vimeo in the future.
Really? That's what survived?
He's like, dude, I'm going to upload this to the network. And then he flicks up his hoverboard and he's like, Cowadunga. No, he doesn't say that. But he gives you the hang loose sign, yeah. and then he runs off.
Is the hang loose sign the middle finger now in the future?
Flip him off, Morty. No, it's the actual hang loose sign. And then we have Gaige.
So are any guys still around?
There's one guy on the ground screaming and writhing, but that's all. There's no more goblins that are active.
Gaige just picks himself up, drags himself out of the car, and the guy that's on the ground screaming, he just lifts up his collar and just punches him to try and knock him out.
All right, you're gonna have to walk a little while, so you stumble all the way over there.
Yep. He's
cool.
stumbling.
And then you get down on your knee and punch him in the face.
Yep. almost fall on just out of frustration, just like just bam,
Yeah,
just
awesome. He's pretty much helpless. You hit him, and he's out, unconscious.
It was more like the annoying of him screaming than anything else. Like he just wanted him to shut up. Is the dumpster open? Like the garbage truck?
Yeah, it's open.
All right. He drags him up and chucks him in there.
Just taking out the trash. All right. So just as you throw him in there, you guys get a notification from Thundergunk. So once again, that little hobgoblin face appears with his Wayfarer glasses, laughing like a gif, and little pink lightning bolts shooting out of his mouth. It's a location for the waypoint that you guys had to go to. So the item that's in the back of the aardvark, the van, was to get authenticated, whichever one is actual English. And then from there you were going to drop it off in Lower Ettica. So now you've got that second location that you had to get to, and it's not too far from here, actually.
Is the garbage truck still in the way?
It's still in the way, yes.
All right. Gaige walks around to the front and climbs in, and
as you get in, you see this little screen in the center console, and it's got like a sort of like a recording of a woman in a like a hard hat, and she's saying, "You have stolen this garbage truck. Please return it to the New Ettica Garbage Recycling Center. You have stolen."
Give me a minute. I got a side quest, guys.
And it sort of just repeats.
It's like, what's the extent of that side quest? It's like I take it back to the depot and I fill in the appropriate paperwork.
I get 20 XP and like five credits.
I'll do something like really dramatic, like fill the back of the garbage truck with the bodies of the goblins and stuff, and then like dump them in the front of City Hall.
Actually, like when he goes to put it in reverse to get it out of the road, he looks at the crush button and he hovers just for a second, and then decides not to crush the guy in the back.
All right, so you move the garbage truck out of the way, and then like Cortaine, what are you doing? You're next.
I'll basically just go and seeing that the area is clear and safe. I'm just gonna go sit back in the sides in the passenger seat of my car. Finally dawns on me that we should probably get the bodies out of the way. So I go and drag one of the goblin corpses to the garbage truck.
So Spigs is at the back of the van, and curious now that they have been attacked and stopped, have been chased with just a medium level transport job. I don't think previous jobs that Spigs done, I haven't had that many chases before.
Like car chases?
Yeah, well, being like if I'd done a transport job previously, like I never really had much hassle.
Yeah, every now and then, like you've done caravan jobs before. But it's usually when you get to the location that there's like a gang, like a small gang that had gotten some information about this mission that try and, ambush you guys and that sort of stuff. But it's usually small time and you clear them out pretty quick.
Yeah, it seemed a bit more heavy. So just curious of what's going on. It's a bit more different to the normal jobs. Spigs opens up the back of the van, holding out, leaning his gun, getting ready to fire if there's anything going to jump at him.
All right.
And opens the back and checks inside of it.
So just to give you a little visual here, you go to the back of the orange van, which has the Turbo Clean logo on the side of it. The back windows are completely blacked out. You see that there is blood and gore from the goblin that Cortaine cut in half with his light machine gun, dripping down the back. It's a bit gross.
Wait, before he opens, do I notice him going to open the door?
Oh yeah, if you're you've moved to bodies, you're sitting in your car, you go to see him open that door.
I yell at him like, "Spigs, don't open the door. We were hired to deliver the van, not check what's inside."
Never said anything about not opening it, and he opens the van.
All right, can you roll a dex saving throw?
Oh shit!
Ooh.
Just like a nuclear explosion.
It's a trap.
Dex saving throw. Oh, do I have like a bonus to that? Just give me a sec. No, I think it's like poisons and stuff. Alright. Yeah, that's a fail. That's a 5 total.
Okay.
Oh, man, if I rolled a 0, I'd still get that. I guess it's because you don't have any legs.
Alright. Cortaine, you see... How much health do you have? Spigs?
Oh no. Me or Cortaine?
Nah, Spigs.
Oh. Oh no.
Spigs has 4 health remaining.
Okay.
You never want to be asked that by your DM.
Alright, that's not enough. Definitely not enough. Cortaine, you see Spigs drop to the ground. Poking out of his chest, you see an arrow.
What?
Yep. Then out of the back of the van steps this woman. She's wearing black pants with like sort of combat boots. She's wearing a tactical vest. On her back is a quiver. There is a mask over her face. Her blonde hair is tied up in a bun on top of her head. The mask is sort of like just like a plain sort of ballistic mask with eye holes in it that like covered with a black glass. She has like an awesome compound bow. She steps out. She looks around at you guys and in like a sort of distorted voice she says, "Nobody asked you to open this van."
Can I act?
You can act, yep.
I lean over into like to the driver's side, beep the horn, and just yell like, "Get back in the van! I don't care who you are. Just go back in and we'll deliver you."
She walks towards your car and she says, "Who do you think you are talking to me like that, mercenary?" She gets back in, slams the door. You guys get another notification from Thundergunk. And it's his little logo comes up again, and he says, "Get moving, urgent, get moving." It's just a text message.
Did she do 4 damage? Because then Spigs is down.
Yeah, you're down.
Gaige comes down and gets over him and tries to stabilize him. He's parked the garbage truck, and it takes the arrow out and tries to stabilize him.
Roll medicine. Also, in the background, you can hear the sirens of police or security vehicles coming closer.
Oh, man.
7. It's I can't help him right now. Like, we're just gonna hope that he pulls the arrow out.
I've heard that's a good idea with a piercing wound.
Yeah. he rolls a 7, so yeah. It's like, we're gonna have to deal with this later. And Cortaine, help me get him in your Jeep.
Oh, yeah, fine. Let's get this done.
You take the Jeep, and I'll take the van.
Alright.
I call shotgun on the van, and then I take the bugbear shotgun.
You take the bugbear shotgun. Cool.
Actually, can we chuck the bugbear in the Jeep? Like, because I don't know, he might know something. We don't really have time to question him.
Maybe if everyone, you should jump in the Jeep too, then, just in case he wakes up.
Alright, cool. So put Spigs in the front seat, you take the van, and I'll watch over the bugbear as I lift him onto my shoulder.
Okay.
Oh.
Shut up, you're unconscious.
Yeah, shut up, Peter. You're unconscious.
It's just releasing of air as he puts me into the... Exactly.
You put him in the seat. Okay. So, Spigs is in the front seat, bleeding from his chest. But let's just say he's got I don't know, some rag or something, just holding the blood there. Cortaine's in the front seat. In the back, you've got the bugbear unconscious with Moss holding the bugbear shotgun. Gaige, you're in the van, and I'm guessing you guys drive off.
Alright. Well, Gaige rehooks up his own interface, so he can control the van and still be able to shoot at the same time if he needs to.
You guys make your way off to the location. You aren't followed. You guys keep checking. I'll just say to save time. You don't have to roll or anything, so you're not followed. You get to the location, which is a down an alleyway. You drive into a garage, and the van drives into a garage. Once you stop, the back doors of the van open. This woman gets out. She has like a not a briefcase, but a pretty sort of thick, heavy-duty box with handles on the side. She goes into this room that's attached to this garage. She's in there for a little while. Do you guys want to do anything? You guys want to?
Do we have enough for a short rest?
Not quite an hour, actually.
So can't spend any hit dice?
No, I would say she's probably only going to be like 15 minutes or something.
Gaige gets out of the van and like, is anyone good at like stopping bleeding?
Nope.
Oh, no, not me. I'm dead.
Nope. Alright.
Could you make a dex saving throw for me?
I'm unconscious. Do I need to roll?
You're bleeding out, so yeah, I'll get you to roll it.
Okay, cool. That's a 7.
That's one fail. After about like 10-15 minutes, she comes back out with the box again. She places it in the back of the van. She points at Gaige and she says, "Let's get going." She closes the door.
Wait. Did she closes the door straight away?
Yep.
Were you going to ask her if she knows how to mend wounds?
No, he wasn't. He definitely was not going to do that. He might have done something more to jeopardize the mission. Alright, he walks around and gets back in the van.
All right.
And starts like he's pissed. Like he just starts driving again.
Okay.
Like he doesn't make it a very comfortable ride. Maybe takes corners a bit fast, knowing that she's not she probably doesn't have a seatbelt back there.
Yep. Okay, so you guys, as you leave Darkhaven, driving over the Brass Bolt Bridge. It's a bridge that stretches over one of the channels of the city from Darkhaven into Lower Ettica, which is the industrial district of the city. You travel along the sort of the wide roads there that are designed for some of the bigger trucks and transport vehicles and that sort of thing. You get another location, and in Sector 12, you head down to Sector 12, follow the location, and it's it's an old warehouse district. Some of the warehouses are in disrepair, and they have old trucks and parts and stuff like that sitting out the front of it. You drive into the lot, and there are 2 other mercenaries or bodyguards or something. They're in sort of tactical gear as well, with different weapons, like different guns, and they motion you to drive into a certain warehouse. You drive into there. As you stop, there's you see from the lights of your van, there is a big truck with the back open and a big ramp. The doors open up. The woman gets out. She walks over to the front seat where you are, Gaige, and she says,
I guess that's mission complete, boys. You're now out of my van. You'll get paid tomorrow.
I wind down the window and just yell out to any of the guards, like, is anyone a medic? We've got someone bleeding in my car.
You see from the back of the truck walks out a half-orc. He's wearing a tactical vest, no shirt underneath. You can see his muscular arms. He's got bleached blonde hair that's combed back. He's got an eye patch, and he's smoking a cigar. He's walking down the ramp towards the car, and he says,
One of my boys can fix you up. It's a bit of a surprise that mercenaries like you need somebody to patch up your wounds for you.
Gaige gets out of the van and kind of, as he's looking down at this woman, he at the last second he kind of grabs her by the scruff of the neck and just pushes her into the van. And says, "It's not often that we're shot by the people we're trying to help." And then he looks at her in the eye and then lets go again.
If you place a hand on me again, I will remove that pretty little hardware you have buried deep in your spine, so you will never, ever be able to lay a hand on anybody, ever
again.
Oh, he's dead. This is TPK right here.
Gaige is already walking away.
Oh no, he rolled.
He's on 1 HP. He doesn't care.
You are hit in the back of the kneecap.
Oh!
Oh, man.
You look down and there's like a throwing knife in there.
Oh no.
She walks over to you. She then leans down, taking her knife, placing it back into like her tactical vest, and she says to this half-orc with the cigar,
I don't think we'll be using Thundergunk again. He seems to get the most small-minded children to do his jobs for him.
She then walks back to the van, gets in, starts it up, drives it up into the truck. The ramp retracts into the truck. The doors close. The half-orc walks up to you, Gaige, and he says,
You probably shouldn't have said anything, buddy.
She probably shouldn't have shot the person she hired.
You should have known that mercenaries are usually considered to be professional. You are paid to get a van from A to B, then to C. Nothing more, nothing less. Here's a hint if you continue to do this sort of work. If somebody asks you to stand in front of a fridge, just stand there. That's what you do. You stand there. You don't open it, have a drink of milk, close it, then go take a piss. You fucking stand in front of the fridge until you're paid.
and then he walks over to the Jeep, and he looks in and says,
Cortaine, heard about you. We had hoped that you were going to bring us a crew that we could rely on. It seems that the stories that me and my people have heard may have been wrong.
he like sort of looks not sad but sort of disappointed.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry. On short notice, all of my regular guys were busy.
Well, I'd say either you need to train these kids to do the job correctly, or you ditch them. One of the two.
Hey, man, I punched a bugbear in the balls. Oh, like, he's unconscious in the back seat. I got a shotgun on him right now. Like, I appreciate that he shouldn't have opened the door, but you can't go around lumping me in with that guy.
At that, he turns to you and says,
Ah, kindred. You have actually done well.
and because he didn't notice the
Yeah.
bugbear, he goes and opens the door, grabbing the leather jacket, tactile vest of the bugbear, and pulls him out. He then pulls the cigar out of his mouth and whistles. Two guys from the front come running in. They collect the bugbear and drag him away to like an office to the right of the big truck. And he says,
Cortaine, I may have been a bit too quick to judge. Collecting this piece of trash is actually probably the best thing that could have happened tonight.
and then he
You're welcome.
nods to you both. He then looks and he says,
You got a dying dwarf there.
and he leaves and walks towards that office. The truck brakes kick off and it takes off, driving out of the back exit of the warehouse.
I remember that there's a med kit in the Jeep, and in
Oh, not in the
and
van.
then
That's just
I
drove
grab
off.
it out, but I don't really know how to apply first aid, so I just go towards Gaige, see that he is injured himself.
Wait, Gaige is he's standing there, and like he's still, the van is driven off, and he's still kind of standing in the exact same place, and you see him motion with his hand, like drive towards me
Oh.
because he can't really move. No, he can't do anything.
I
He's just-
drive up to
Yeah, like he just kind of motions his
grudgingly
hand.
drive up to Gaige, get out of the car, and as I walk up to him, I say, "You need to learn when to shut your mouth."
It's like, hey, that's usually my problem. Ha!
Yell that out of what, the sunroof or something?
Yeah. Little moss, and then I get back in.
And I punch Gaige in the face
Oh man.
for non-lethal damage.
Oh, what?
Well, that was our heroes' first battle together, and it ended with one of them punching another one in the mouth hole. It seems to be going pretty good so far, doesn't it?
Hey guys, thanks for downloading, thanks for listening. We've got some social plugs for you, so sorry, but it's something we've got to do. We have a Facebook page. You can read any news about Beyond the Dice at facebook.com/btdpod. Our Instagram's pretty fun. We take D&D, RPG, and nerd/geek related pictures. Chuck them up there. Have a look. Check them out. Crux, that interdimensional demon bard, has a Twitter, and you can check him out at Crux Tales. He sort of talks weird shit about D&D and multi-universe sort of stuff. And if you have some time, jump on iTunes and give us a review, because that would be super awesome, cool dude thing to do, dude. Alright, thanks, and I will catch you next fortnight on Sunday evening for your next episode.